Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be raising the question, is the Parrot Anafi still worth buying in 2020? Stay tuned. Welcome back everybody to my channel. I appreciate it that you guys coming by. Today I'll be answering you guys' question about, is it still worth it buying the Parrot Anafi in 2020 today? While most of us are stuck at home just like I am at the Big Island due to that corona virus thingy, we get the time to cruise around in the internet and look for new alternatives once this whole thing blows over. So, is the Parrot Anafi one of them that you want to pick up in 2020? Well, let's look at the pros and cons at this point. As a biggest pro that we have inside here is that we don't have no flight restrictions with this drone. You can pretty much take off anywhere, go anywhere as long as you want till the battery runs dry. Besides that, as the biggest pro is accessory wise. The accessories are pretty cheap for everything. You can pick it up. Propellers and stuff, it's like about $10 for a set of two. Another pro is that the profile is very, very thin. So you're gonna be able to fly through very thin places, underneath cars, and other things that I've tried prior to this. Accessory wise, you have a lot of body paneling available that you're going to be able to buy for this thing for a pretty reasonable price in comparison to competitor drones, where some of those things you have to replace the entire body, while over here you have the choice to just replace one leg, one foot, whatever it is. It is very versatile, where you have all these screws that are mounted to this drone have the very same key and the very same head to it, so you don't have to have 5 different tools to take off all these different type of screws. It's one screw head and it's one tool only. Another pro that I like about this one in this price range, coming straight out of the box, it's 4K. 4K is huge nowadays. If you want to film in 4K, file size of course is huge, but if you don't really care about the file size, 4K is amazing. Another pro on this drone is that you're actually going to be able to utilize the camera up and down, all the way up. Unlike other cameras, you are pretty much restricted to it. You have not as much of a upfield view or downfield view. Based on my experience though, I have barely used the function, which I probably should have more. Now, to get back to the question, is it still worth buying in 2020? There is too many alternatives nowadays outside there, and I'll tell you why. You have the DJI Mavic Mini, which runs about $400, just like a regular action camera, like the GoPro 8. And if you don't want to record in 4K, the 2.6K is still freaking damn darn good. Another deal breaker on this whole thing is, for me, the battery. The battery itself as an accessory. This battery will hold the charge for probably approximately 12 hours after usage, after heavy usage, after hundreds of flights. Recharging it takes longer and longer nowadays, and in order to replace this battery, you'll have to drop off like $100 right there, or $110 in retail, in order to receive an extra battery. Comes up with an extra $300 on top. You end up with a DJI Mavic Air, which is $1,000, and comes already in a rugged bundle with 3 batteries. So something to consider as well. Besides that, another big deal breaker that I had inside here is that my gimbal died out after like 7 months. It just burned out. It never had to do anything with the crashes that I had prior to it. And at the time that the gimbal just simply gave up, it was because electronic malfunction. Contacted customer service. Customer service informed me that they do not have any repair stations based in the US anymore. So therefore, they wouldn't be able to repair it within the US. So I would have to ship it to Europe, which is in France. And yeah, so therefore my claim actually also got denied on top of that. Huge deal breaker. It took also a long time for them to figure that one out, because they kept sending me back and forth emails stating that we're gonna look into the case, we're gonna do something about it. And it just, customer service is just terrible. Another deal breaker in this whole thing that I have is stability wise. This drone is not as stable as, for an example, DJI Mavic Mini or DJI Mavic Air. I keep referring to the DJI. I'm not being paid by DJI or by Parrot or anything like that. It's just I have seen other friends that had the DJI Mavic Air. They have a Mavic Air, they have a Mavic Mini. In comparison to flying with them, the only good part about this drone is it's way quieter. But who cares about quiet? I mean, if there's a drone in the air, there's a drone in the air. People will realize it's a drone. So here we have it. 2020 Parrot Anafi, sorry, but you're out the window. I would not spend my money on it anymore. If you decide whether or not to buy it or not, based on my review, based on other reviews, based on what you're looking at, I'm just simply telling you these are the things that are really good about it and these are the things that are really bad about it. And I hope I could do that with this video. I appreciate you guys coming by. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And I hope I see you on my next video, which will be about the 360R, why I sent it back home and why I picked up the GoPro 8 instead. Take it easy. Until then, aloha and bye-bye.